Hello, thanks for coming once again to my YouTube channel and all my social media. Don't forget, it's Boss Alex IQ. What are we going to do today? It's how to prepare ZOBO drink. ZOBO drink is an essential wine that must be on your dining table while eating. It is very essential because it's natural. Today we are going to teach you guys how to make ZOBO drink. ZOBO drink. Imagine you having a visitor and in your dining there is a ZOBO drink as an alternative to wine when you serve your food. It is very essential and it is very okay for the body. With this simple step, with just 3 items that I'm going to teach you guys, you are going to know how to produce ZOBO drink. It is so easy. What do you need? First of all, you need a flavor. This flavor enhances the taste of your ZOBO. There is a pineapple flavor, there is orange and different other type, but I choose to use this. Depending on your preference, you can use anyone. The next thing you need is the ginger, dried ginger. Dried ginger. You can use the raw one, it doesn't matter, depending on what you choose to use. Then, the last item is the flour ZOBO itself. The ZOBO flour itself. The process is easy. Put in a bucket of water, or depending on the quantity of water you need, put it inside the pot and you pour in the ZOBO flour into the pot. When you finish pouring that, you put in the dried ginger into the pot also. After that, you stir. You make them all go together. When you stir, make sure everything blends in perfectly. When you finish stirring, then you cover and you wait, you allow it to boil. That's it. When you finish boiling, this is the last thing you do. You put in this before you start filling into your bottles or cans. And the advantage of having ZOBO in your house, when you are eating, you can use ZOBO as an alternative to wine. It helps enhance digestion. You can put it on a bottle, you can put it on plastic, store it in any form. You can put it and bring it out on the dining table. It will look so awesome as an alternative to wine while you are eating. As you can see, after it boils to some extent, you see the color is coming out already. So in order to get enough of the water or the liquid, because what we need is actually the liquid, you just have to filter it. As you are seeing right now, you bring it down while you have set this one already. Then you pour, as you can see. As you can see, you are pouring. You don't necessarily have to pour everything. The major thing is to extract the water. Then you can see the leaves are still inside. You put it back on fire. This one that you have also extracted, you turn it back to the water also. Drop this and you fill it back with water. Right now I'm going to put in new fresh water. When you finish filling it with water again, you repeat it 2 or 3 times depending on the quantity of ZOBO drink you want. Then you throw away the shaft. You allow this one to sediment or to cool down. If you don't want to allow it cool down before you put this on, you can actually put this on instantly. before it cools down. But the reason why I always allow it to settle down, because of the dusty part of it that will be on it. So when it cools down, I now filter or extract it again, and all of them will now be in one bowl. Then I will now put the quantity of sachet I want in order to meet up to my taste. That's it, and that's all. So as you can see, we just turned in the last one. You must make sure that everything you are doing, you are making good use of clean buckets and rubber, or anything you want to use. It must be clean, it must be cooking items. So right now, in order to reduce the numbers of shafts or the lumps that will be left, you then have to, as you can see, the color is sweet, it's really red. You then have to filter it gradually like this, like you transfer them from the first place you turn it to into the final place you are turning it, or you are about to start filling it from. And mind you, this is how the shaft look like. The shaft, it's a waste. This is how it looks like. All you have to do is throw this away. There's nothing good about this anymore. But I think maybe along the line or on the long run, people will definitely make good use of this, probably for food to animals, or I don't know. But for the now, I don't know what they use it for. But right now we are done with it. We have to throw it off. All we needed was the liquid, and we've gotten it. So you simply filter the items, which is the liquid. Simply filter the liquid from the bucket. If you notice, you will see the lumps or stem from the bottom of it. That's why you have to filter twice or 3 times. I don't have that cloth or the sievering filter that I used to filter liquid from this stuff, so that it would allow, but this is how I do mine, and it works fine. So probably if you're about to do yours, you definitely find a way to do it like that. So that's for that. And this is the last one. You can also turn like this. As you can see, we are in it, and all is well. Everything is going well, and this is the bottom of it. You also have to throw it up.
Let's take a quick pause. Could you do us a favor? If you enjoy our content, please hit the like button. To help even more, leave your thoughts and feedback in the comments.
What next do you have to do? This is the final part. As you can see, I just got a full bucket of that one I extracted, which we started. You can see how it was from the beginning. This is what I'm going to make use of right now, is the final stage. But before then, you can see that the bucket is filled up to the brick. I have to reduce it. So that I can turn. I can stir very well when I am stirring. So I have to reduce it. But if you know the bucket or whatever you are using is wide enough, you don't have to reduce it. You can turn where you are using, you can just do it and turn like that. It's because I cannot turn it because it's filled to the brick. That is why I am reducing it. So right now I'm going to turn in 3. I'm going to turn in 3. Don't forget, I just turned in 3. This is 2. Why this is 1? So 1 has been turned already. This is 2. So I'm turning the whole 2 right now. So with this, it will give the ZOBO a sweet smell, which is a fragrance, and also a nice taste. So that when you are taking your ZOBO, you will enjoy it. So when you do this, you have to stir. After you turn everything on it, just stir to the bottom. Make sure they are all same together. And when you stir, you taste. This really is good. So when it meets up to your taste, you let it cool down before you start filling. But if it's not, you then apply additional one. Then you remember, it's just here I put in. I did not also put this flavor into this one. So I will turn one into here, because later I'll be mixing all together. So I'm going to apply one here. You might ask, or you might say that it's too much. One is too much for this small one. Yes, but together I'm going to pour all together later, and they are still going to be all together. That's nice. So it really is awesome, and it takes time. So what do? You turn back into this one. So you are done. You allow it to sediment or cool down, and you start filling into the can. Push out for the next.
Let's take a quick pause. Could you do us a favor? If you enjoy our content, please hit the like button. To help even more, leave your thoughts and feedback in the comments.
So what you have to do next is to rinse the can you want to use. As you can see, she's rinsing the cans. You can use different type of can, but I choose to use Coca-Cola can because it will also look like you are using a Coca-Cola or you're drinking Coca-Cola, but just the taste that will be different. And it's awesome, naturally made drink or wine. So that's it. So, as you can see, we are done with the preparation. It's time to fill. You can see actually these two cans, one is labeled and the other one is not labeled. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just using it as an example so you can see. You can actually unlabel, like tear off the Coca-Cola label, or you leave it like that. It doesn't matter. It's just your choice. So when you fill, you can see when you fill the can, to the numbers or quantity you want, just fill them. I actually live in this space because of gas or oxygen, I don't know. And after filling, just put them into your fridge. Fill them one after the other, gradually. Just imagine something like this. A visitor comes to your house, and after serving food, you just brought one ZOBO drink or two, depending on which and which. Because you can actually fill a bigger size of the can or a smaller size. That is why I said which and which, because if it's for children, you give them a smaller size. Then if it's an adult, you give them a bigger size. So when you are doing this, you just have to be careful. Be careful in order not to spill it all over the whole place. So this is it. I'm going to wait a little and finish up with the covering. If you also notice, I have other cans here. It doesn't matter any can you use. The reason why I'm using plastic cans instead of bottle is because, for example, if you have a visitor or children and you give them bottle, there is tendency that it will fall from their hands, and when it falls, you know the consequence if you are not there. So that's why I make use of plastic. For example, if you are good at handling bottles and all that, doesn't matter, go ahead. But this, I'm using plastic. Then all these plastic are the ones I bought while probably coming from work. I bought any of this energy drink or whatever. I just keep it inside my car. When I get home, I'll just have to wash and make use of it, because I know I have a project I'm doing that requires it, instead of me throwing it off. It's also a way to recycle plastic. All right, so we are done. This is the final stage, as you can see. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and drop down your comments. And this is how it looks like. Yummy, yummy. So imagine you giving a visitor something like this. It's a good thing with little cost. 5,000, you can get all this done.